Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to my little corner where today we're gonna have a very intimate conversation. We're gonna talk about your intimate health. I wanna make sure that my girls are happy, healthy, and also sexually happy. Too often, not having good vaginal health will cause uncomfortable sex, painful sex. You may just feel self-conscious due to an odor issue. Many of us go through yeast infections, BV, urinary tract infections, or we just know that something's not right. I feel like it's an important conversation to have because, I mean, in quarantine, we're all sharing information anyways. I've heard of hairdressers who were never taught in school how to handle naturally curly hair, learning from each other how to do that and going back out into the system better than they were after this quarantine. Makeup artists sharing tricks online that they've learned from different YouTubers because they have the time to stop and watch each other. So why not have this conversation? It is such a big part of our lives, such a big part of our happiness. And I know as I was growing up, I was so self-conscious of down there and what things, you know, the different things that go on because our bodies are constantly changing. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't have this conversation with a female in my life except for, you know, if something was wrong, I would talk to my cousin who was a few years older than me about it. Other than that, I didn't really have anybody. My mom was there, but we didn't have that conversation. My grandmother was there, but she was very modest, and we also did not have that conversation. The first time I felt like I needed to get on birth control, I got with my friend and they helped me go and get on birth control. So it's just, if you don't have anyone in your life to have this conversation with, I want to be that for you. So feel free to send me any messages on Instagram that you might have. But before we get any farther, let me go ahead and start giving you guys a little bit of advice. First off, if you are douching, stop. Your body has its own natural way of cleansing out. If you have an issue, douching is not going to fix it. It's not going to take care of any BV. It's not going to take care of any odor that you might have or yeast infection. So stop douching. It is one of the worst things. Guaranteed a man started that. Your body is just fine on its own. It doesn't need to smell like a bouquet of flowers. In fact, scented products, if you're using a scented body wash, if you take a bubble bath, do an after rinse. Make sure that you are fully clean. Because God knows we all love a bubble bath every once in a while, and I don't want to tell you not to do that because I've got to have my at-home spa days. But let's say you guys do develop an odor, you do get a yeast infection, you have, you know, some people have reoccurring BV. Today's conversation is actually sponsored by a brand that wants to help you guys take care of your vaginal health. I did not realize how important a product like this is to have in a woman's arsenal until I started reading the reviews for this product. Thousands and thousands of women, it changed their sex life, it changed their confidence level, it changed just their vaginal health, which is very important for us as women. If we don't feel healthy down there, we don't feel healthy. Little did we know, NutraBlast has these Boric Life capsules. These are these little suppositories that will help you balance out your vagina's pH level. Yes, your vagina's pH level. I didn't realize my vagina had a pH level until I started trying to get pregnant. I have 2 children, but I didn't try. It just kind of happened. This one we're planning for, which is a new thing for me. So I didn't realize how important that is in conceiving, so this product could not have come along at a better time. Not only do they have the suppositories, they also have the applicators just to make this process as comfortable for you as possible. So I'll show you what one of them looks like. I've went ahead and taken it out of the wrapper just now, I promise. So it holds the little suppository inside that little capsule. And it even shows you on the back of the bag, which I'll show you in a minute, how to insert it most comfortably. But you take this little bitty, this is the suppository. I have never seen a suppository so small and so comfortable. It's not made of that like silicone, you know what I mean? Like if you've gotten prescription suppositories, they're like silicone and they're slippery and you're dropping it and you're having to throw it away and get a new one. It's not like that, it's like a little capsule pill. So you just put that inside the applicator, and then on the back of the bag it shows you the most comfortable position to get in while you're inserting it, and then you simply push up and the suppository will insert itself. However, for me, I just just used the restroom, wiped clean, stood up, did a little squat, and had no issue with it whatsoever. I wanted to make sure I got it in the right spot, and I honestly, all 7 nights had no issue. So I did try it for 7 nights. In the beginning, my pH level, when I tested it, it's super easy to test. You just take a cotton swab inside. Super easy, just as it sounds. And then you will take that end of that cotton swab and wipe it on your little test strip paper. This is pretty amazing that you can test yourself throughout the process, make sure that you don't over medicate, and make sure that you're keeping a nice pH balance in your vagina. Okay, so here's what the test strip looks like. You simply take the cotton swab and wipe it on there, and then you'll get a color. So depending on your pH level, if it is normal, you're gonna see more of a mustard color to a very light green. If it gets a little into the dark green, then you've got an issue. You definitely need to do, they recommend 7 days, which is what I did. So 7 nights worth of inserting the suppositories before bed is what they recommend, so that it has time to sit there, because you will get a little bit of discharge. So when I started, I had the pH level of 5, like almost off the charts. But after the 7 days, I was all the way back down to a happy, healthy, normal 4. I'm really excited. Maybe that means that this next month will be our month and we will conceive. I think that is so cool that you can test yourself throughout the process, and this little wheel comes with plenty, like honestly, so much of this little tester strips. So that's really cool. And I will say the whole process was super easy. It was not uncomfortable at any point. When I got up in the morning, my discharge looked kind of clear, so I just wore a panty liner at night, which I do every time I'm on my period anyway, so it's not uncomfortable to sleep in a panty liner if you've never done so. This truly is a really amazing product to help you make sure that you're keeping that pH level nice and tight. Reading through the reviews, there were so many women who had tried so many different things, things that doctors had prescribed to them that would not help them, but then they got some of the Boric Life suppositories and it cleared them up, and now they will not run out of these. Like, they always keep these on their shelves. Beyond using those, there are a few other things that you can do to make sure that you're staying happy and healthy down there. What you put in your mouth actually has a direct correlation to how your vertical smile feels. Make sure you stay hydrated, you eat a very balanced diet. There are also things that you can consume to help specific vaginal problems. Unsweetened cranberry juice, yogurt, raw garlic, and apple cider vinegar are all really great things to help you balance out any issues that you're having with your body. They can help you combat and even prevent yeast infections. And if you're having a little bit of a dryness issue, an increased diet of soy can actually help with that. Another really important thing that I will admit I was not told until I was almost in my 20s is that you should wipe from the front to the back, ladies. This is often what causes urinary tract infections: improper wiping. Cranberry juice really helps with the UTI if you guys do have that issue. Another thing that I have never been told or shown were the colors of vaginal discharge and what they mean. I mean, I pretty much know clear is good, white, more textured, to red is bad. But each stage, every single color of discharge can actually mean something for your body. I'll pop up a screenshot on the screen and leave it there for a minute so that you guys can see. But basically, clear means it's a healthy discharge. Maybe you're pregnant or you're ovulating or you've got some hormonal imbalances. White discharge is a healthy discharge, but can also mean a yeast infection if it, I'm guessing, is also chunky. Gray discharge means bacterial vaginosis, which can be fixed by certain things. Yellow-green discharge means a sexually transmitted infection. So definitely need to go to the doctor and seek attention for that. Pink could mean cervical bleeding, vaginal irritation, and implantation bleeding, meaning if you have what I used to have, which was Marina, then you know, maybe you've got an issue there. Also, red is menstruation, cervical infection, cervical polyp, endometrial, or cervical cancer. So, I mean, obviously that's a big, vast thing, but I just thought it was important to share with you guys. Another thing that can disrupt your vaginal ecology is if you're getting a diet that's high of sugar, you are getting way too much alcohol in your system, or you're eating too much processed foods. Frequent use of antibiotics can also cause these issues. So in closing, if you guys have more information to share, please share it in the comment section. Let's keep this conversation going. Thank you again to NutraBlast for sponsoring this conversation. I think they also gave us a discount code, which I'll pop up on the screen and put the link down below so you guys can check that out. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to email me. My email address is in the bottom of the description box. If you want to keep it private, you can also send me a message on Instagram, or you can put it in the comment section if you're not shy. And I guess that's it, guys. I really did appreciate the fact that you guys clicked on this video and that you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, because I want to make sure that you're happy and healthy, like I said before. If you guys liked today's video, please give it a big old thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, but I'll be back very, very soon. Till then, my loves, bye!